You're listening to Power Plug Radio. Home of your throwback jams.
Yo.
Yes, sir.
Can you hear me?
Mic check. Yes, sir.
The boys are back in the cave.
We in the cave.
I can hear you, dog. What it do, man? Another Thursday in the cave, man. It's your boy D in the building. Who we got in this thing?
Oh, you know it's your boy Bunk, man. I'm still here. Who else we got in this piece?
Man, y'all know me, man. I changed my name, man. I'm a symbol now.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. I'm the guy formerly known as James.
James Swain, man.
What's going on? What's up,
man.
fellas?
Boy, I had a joke on that one, but I ain't gonna tell it.
Yeah.
Damn.
I'm surprised, man, because you're kind of immature. You know, I would expect that out of you anyway. You're very immature.
What's the symbol? Horse's ass?
Yeah, I set myself up for that one, huh?
Yeah.
Damn right. Hey.
Got the symbols like in the.
That's right.
Okay.
Man.
Yeah. Hey, man.
So what's up, fellas?
Another Thursday in the cave, man. You know, we got to let them know how they could tune in because we want them to be locked in the man cave. Excuse me, man. We got our waters. We ready on deck. 4 ways to tune in, man. You could download the app in the Apple Store or the Google Play. You can tell Alexa what you tell Alexa.
Hey, Lexa, I want to hear that boys on powerplugradio.com.
Power Plug Radio, man. You can go to powerplugradio.com. You could subscribe to the Power Plug Radio YouTube. That's what we on right now live. You can tune in and you can always call us 727-686-0512. We in the cave, fellas. What it do, man?
Yo, man. I know y'all like we always recap the weekend, but I know I didn't do a whole lot. I got in my yard and raked. We get spring weather in Florida pretty early, man. So we got leaves falling, pollen all in the air. You know what I'm saying? So I went out and raked my yard. My lawnmower broke, so I couldn't cut it. I had to have somebody come in and do that. Yeah. But after that, though, that pollen, boy, it was killing me, man. It killed me for a few days. Felt like I had bugs on my skin for about 2 days, man. That pollen was on me, man. But
check it out.
Hey, this is Florida. Such is the weather here, and that's something we got to deal with for this paradise we in, man.
Yeah, Bunk. I was gonna tell a joke about those bugs being on you, but since I'm not as immature as you, I'm gonna leave that alone.
That's a great cut.
Man, I rested this weekend, man.
Yeah.
I did one better than Bunk.
Yeah.
Bunk did yard work. I did nothing, man. I just rested me old bones, man.
Yeah.
I need that.
Yes, sir.
Man, your boy was I was out a little bit, man. I was celebrating. I told y'all, man, your boy had to get his romance on this weekend because I was celebrating my anniversary.
Oh, okay.
You know,
Ronnie Romance, congratulations, man.
Yeah, man, I'm trying to hang in there, you know.
That's right.
It's tough out in the streets, but nah, we holds it down, you know. But
like love, man.
Hey,
we applaud you.
It's out there, man.
That's right.
So
it's real.
So what y'all do, man?
Man, you know, so like I say, had to get my romance turned into the Mac I was, Bunk.
That's
and,
right.
You done did all the Mac, and you how long have you been Mac?
You still got to be the Mac, man.
Oh, you still got to throw the Mac down?
You still got to be. That's what's wrong out there.
Okay.
Forget you still got to be the Mac.
Okay.
All right,
just
Bunk.
every now and then, you know, every now and then.
Bunk, I think D gonna wind up having a spinoff, The Love Doctor.
The Love Doctor.
Yeah.
Maybe, but I learned from y'all fellas, man.
Ain't gonna be big.
That's right.
Ain't Big Ballin' D. It's Big Romantic D.
That's
That's
big
right.
romantic D. I got
The Big Romance.
plenty names, dog. But nah, man, a little restaurant action. You know, our favorite spot. But this how I
Red
got
Lobster.
Yeah, see. I thought they was gonna be supporting me. They hold their jokes when I get out
He
there.
did the right thing, and she took him to Red Lobster, like Beyonce say.
Red
Yeah.
Lobster, no. I ain't been to Red Lobster in. Stop it. We at Fleming's, okay? A1, you know, put the A1 away, cuz. You know,
There you go.
okay, big boy steaks with them big boy shrimp, okay? So back to what I was saying.
$300 meal. He probably tipped $5.
Never, okay? I mean, since I'm getting
You
interviewed.
hit that 18. You hit the 18%. Come on, man.
Come on, man.
They say black people don't tip now. Come on,
Maybe
dog.
when you go, but not big.
How much you tip, dog?
I had about an $80 tip. While
That's right. That's right. That's right. Okay.
Because that Yat was coming, that big boy glasses. Since we talking about it, I just wanted to wrap it up. But that's kind of night it was. But nah, what I really wanted to say is how I was getting my Mac on, Bunk.
I hear you.
I walk in, my lady go to the bathroom. Okay, wash up. I see the lady. I say, here, you bring this out on the first round of the drinks. Little box, wrapped nice. Little nice bow. She do it, and she stands over like she just want to see what's going on. I'm like, okay, you can go.
Get your ass out of here.
And like they got these little mints at this thing. That's what wifey thought it was, but no. Little did she know, the Mac I was done slid in and came from the bar. Look at James. Hey, I done did this like 2 times.
I'm trying.
But nah, man, had a nice little diamond necklace in there when she opened it up. It was really nice.
Very good.
Really
Very
nice.
good, man.
Really nice. So that was a nice weekend. Capped it off at the Urban Drinkery now.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
We tapped it off at the Urban Drinkery.
Urban
and my niece
Drinkery,
said she could test. We was out there and it was like just real special, like, cause it's always a vibe when you come up here.
Yeah.
But when you popping them champagne bottles after 12 and them with them woos and them what's my favorite one? The cognac berry flowing.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
Nice night.
She was driving you home, huh?
I mean, I don't know how we got there, bro. I don't know how we got there, man. But nah, man, good. Good time, man. So
True that,
just want to
man.
shout out to people, man. But
And that's what's happening.
That's awesome, man.
what we got?
Thanks for the pointers, bro.
I'm here for you, dog.
That's right.
I'm here for y'all.
Hey, we got some events coming up too, man. I know this Saturday, I know everybody's prepared to come down.
Going down.
to Silver Lake Park.
Going down.
Yes, sir. It's March 5th, Silver Lake Park. That's this Saturday. The address 1300 11th Avenue. We're gonna have a family fun day, a big event. We're gonna have got the Four Horsemen DJs.
that.
Hey, we got the Man Cave boys gonna be there.
Know it.
And we're gonna have some games and activities for the kids. And we might have a little bit of food, but bring your chairs and a positive attitude and come and chill with us, man. It's gonna be a wonderful day. And the weather's supposed to be great. So come chill with us in the park, man. Listen to some good old school music. Hey, it's
What time
gonna
we
be the
kicking
bomb.
off, Bump?
What do we say, 12 or 1?
I think 12 o'clock.
12 o'clock. We're going to kick off at 12. So, hey, bring your chairs.
Yeah.
Bring your sippy sip.
Yeah.
Bring your...
When you hear the music and the smoke, that's
There you
when
go.
it's
There it
up.
is.
That's
You
right.
see, there it is.
Yeah, we asking everybody to come out, man, with the Power Plug family. It ain't just the Silver Lake boys. I
Yeah.
mean, most of our family will be out there.
Yeah, yeah.
Power Plug. So
Exactly.
come see us, man.
Exactly.
We in the community, man. We are the community.
Exactly. Hey, we also are promoting the Happy Hour Hustle.
Happy Hour Hustle.
Yes, sir. It's presented by Power Plug Radio and Urban Drinkery. And the Deuces, and it's every Thursday. The next one
Every third
Thursday.
Every third Thursday.
And the next one is on March 17th of this month, and it happens from 6 to 9. This is a free networking event. We're gonna have a live DJ, food, vendors, all sorts of. So come out and have a good time. This is at Urban Drinkery.
Yeah.
What's that address, man?
That's 2184 9th Avenue South.
2184 9th Avenue
We gonna
South.
be here.
And this is every third Thursday right here at Urban Drinkery. And we want to say we appreciate Urban Drinkery for supporting the Man Cave and PowerPlugRadio.com.
Man, that thing was rocking last
Listen,
month.
the first
it was.
annual-
It was the thing.
The
it was
first
a thing,
annual
thing.
Happy Hour Hustle was lit. dog.
Yeah.
That's right. And we had to do the show.
Yep.
But
Yep.
they came
And this place was bumping.
Yep.
bumping.
Yep.
We heard it. We heard it out.
I almost walked out, man. I'm
Yeah.
just gonna admit it.
Yeah.
we
You
was
know,
lit in here too though now. Cause Phil was here.
Yeah.
It was a good show.
Of course, we
man.
was
Yeah.
doing our thing, bro. But I mean, man,
It
hey,
was bumping though.
people, y'all come check us out, man. I know some of y'all don't live in town. Some of y'all out of state. You got time. Hey, if you out of state, say March 17th, you got time to buy a plane ticket and get down here, man.
I think we need to build some
Get you a
I
rental
think
and
we
drive down here.
We need to build some bleachers, man. If they're gonna do the Happy Hour Hustle on Thursday nights when we up in the studio, We need to build some bleachers outside at Urban Drinkery, so we can have a live studio audience doing that thing.
We'll take music breaks and go out and come back.
I tell you what, man, I had to go one better, man. We can set the chairs up. We don't need the bleachers. We can have our live studio audience in here.
Yeah, exactly.
in the cave with us.
Right.
Hey, they always welcome. We here.
But we gonna work on that.
That's all right. That's
We
good.
here
That's
every
good. Because
Thursday.
somebody stumble and knock over the camera, they can't blame Bunk no more. So
We here every Thursday watch party. Matter of fact, Urban Drinkery.
yes,
so.
sir. Yes,
But that
sir.
third Thursday do be lit, man. Happy hour hustle.
Hey, but let's get into this shit, man, because I know a lot of people been talking about war. You know what I'm saying? Good God.
What is it good, folks?
Absolutely.
Unless you're
Say
trying to
it
make
again.
that money.
That's that Edwin Starr, man. Hey,
That's
but
right.
Get it.
listen, man, this thing with Russia and Ukraine and the United States and NATO and all of that, it's pretty serious. I've been watching some of the footage. It's really tragic that the people over there have to deal with that. One day you are chilling with your family, taking your kids to school, going to work and every day, and the next day, your city is your country is being bombed and missiles are being shot at you and all that, bullets flying everywhere. People are dying, and it's a tragic situation. I'm not gonna say, I know this whole Putin thing, it's a weird situation because no one can really put a finger on his true motives behind
His intentions.
Yeah.
all of this.
Well, Putin has always had an infatuation
Yeah.
with
Power. Or what?
With power and war. I mean, he was an ex KGB operative, man. So, he's always been in that. I mean, during the Cold War and during, the height of the USSR, so the Soviet Union, the former Soviet Union. So he's been there for a long time, man. And, maybe there's, it's time for a new regime there, but it doesn't seem like anybody else outside of Russia or Ukraine is interested in trying to step over and deal with it because of the threat of nuclear war.
Yeah.
So it's a tragic situation. People don't want to mess with Russia because of that.
He's always been obsessed with Ukraine, just the history that you both countries have.
Yeah.
And it's just like you said, man, he's losing his grip on power. So I guess in his mind, this is the only alternative. But he's crippling his nation, his own nation, with sanctions from other countries being imposed against him.
Exactly.
He's destroying his own nation.
Yeah.
Even some Russian citizens oppose the war.
Yeah.
They're protesting the war. They're having hundreds of citizens being arrested because they're protesting.
Exactly.
As far as their military, from what we're hearing, morale is low.
Yeah.
So you got soldiers over there, even soldiers against their will.
Yeah.
And they're facing resistance.
Yeah.
When you look at some of the numbers, 500 soldiers killed.
Yeah.
1,600 injured.
Yeah.
As far as Ukrainians, I think that those numbers are between 1,000 and 2,000 killed.
Yeah.
So
About 2,000.
I mean, they're slowly overtaking Ukraine,
Yeah.
but not without a fight.
Yeah.
And again, man, Russia's literally, destroying themselves in the whole process in the whole process of doing this.
Yeah. Yeah. What makes it interesting to me, is, Ukraine at one point was Russia was, the basic head of the Soviet Union, but Ukraine was a partner with them during the former Soviet Union.
Exactly.
After the capitulation and it broke up, all the countries became independent nations, but this was a country that was in line with Russia, but decided in order for them to advance, they had to, become more of a developed nation. They needed to be more independent. They took on a lot of Western ways, European, American ways. It's very modern there now. Russia is still, Russia is very modern in many ways too, but and very backwards in a lot of ways. So Russia is really trying to, keep a hold on that region of the world, and Ukraine is kind of bucking it, a little bit. And I think that's one of the major reasons. Plus, it's like, it's right there. It's a neighboring country, and it is like really just a tragic thing. But
yeah, he trying to gain financial grounds with this move, though. Putin.
Yeah,
it's like some oil or something over there.
At what cost?
Yeah.
Well, it ain't no cost to him though. I'm just saying that's his motive behind this, though. It had to be.
It's all misplaced. You know, I think. We don't know like where's it headed. Does other countries get involved? Does the United States get involved? It remains to be seen. I'm just gonna make a prediction that says, like it's not gonna work out well for Russia.
Yeah. I mean, it's like you said with those sanctions. I mean, it's very clear. I've even heard, they some of these oligarchs, some of the who are living outside of the country are getting popped. Their bank accounts being seized, businesses being overtaken. They got some of them with these multi-million-dollar yachts getting seized. You got one of the
$600 million yacht.
You know what happens?
Trying to he loading his yacht so he can get to sea and pull his escape. They say, my brother, the French got him. I think it was a French.
Yeah,
snagged this cat up. Say, nah, bro. Yeah, we seizing this. You're not going nowhere.
Some of the richest people.
So
I mean, with that being said, you're talking about corporations. You're talking about the people that really run the world.
Yeah.
Do they step in and say, hey man, like let's change directions?
Exactly.
This ain't what we need to be doing. I mean,
exactly. Yep. So
wishful thinking.
Yeah.
Hey, they not flying. It's a lot of stuff. Airports being shut down, man. But that leads to. I hope we're gonna talk about how it's affecting. Go ahead, Bunk. Go ahead.
Well, I mean, the whole thing, because of this, a lot of Ukrainian people have been,
almost a million have fled.
Yeah, have fled.
Oh, yeah.
But
displaced.
And again, I'm hoping folks who are trying to get out are able to get out without being harmed. But for whatever reason, and this isn't, it's a Russia thing too. But why does racism? Why does the issue of black people always become, something? This is, this is Ukraine and Russia. People are trying to get out of Ukraine through the train system through this town. I think it's Lviv, and black people, Africans, a lot of people. These are families that live there. Children are being stopped. You know what I'm saying? From getting on the train at gunpoint. In some cases, you ain't getting on this train. These people are going to get on the train before you do. Some of these people aren't just students, aren't just visitors. Some of these people are Ukrainian citizens. Some of these children and people have been born in Ukraine, chose to, to stay there, and they're being denied, the right to, to get out and escape like other people. And that's shameful. And it's not just the Ukraine's fault. It's also, that most of them are trying to get over to Poland. Poland has been involved in denying, Africans, passage, to Poland too. So it's messed up, man.
I mean, white supremacy is universal.
It's all the way,
To answer your question, man. And I've been watching and listening to some of the, you know, the media outlets, some of the ways that the stories are being covered, and just some of the terminology that's being used will blow your mind.
Exactly.
Where you got people saying, how could this happen in a European country? This is not a third world country. This is not Afghanistan.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, and that's racial overtone.
Yeah.
Whether they realize it or not, man.
Exactly.
I mean, you've had people actually saying white skin, blue eyed, Christian, law abiding. This is some of the terminology that I was hearing during the week, and it was mind boggling.
Exactly.
You know, you're saying that, well, it's just, or it's supposed to happen in black and brown nations.
Yeah.
It's not supposed to happen here.
Yeah.
But it's the furthest thing from the truth. I mean, you know, it's like, you know, these reporters, I mean, do you even, you know, you obviously don't know world history.
Yeah.
You know, you ever heard of World War I or II?
Yeah.
Or, you know, the Afghanistan war, or, you know, some of these wars that we've had, the Persian Gulf War, some of these wars, the Civil War in America, the Civil War in Russia, and you can go on, and you're saying, oh, well, I can't believe that this is happening to, you know, white people or European nations.
Yeah.
But it's, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If they're not gonna, if they don't kill us, they're killing themselves.
Yeah.
That's just the history of the world. Like,
yeah, and it's
That's real.
Exactly, it's real.
but you imply that, you know, well, you know, if this was, you know, happening in a brown nation,
yeah,
you know, it would make sense.
Yeah.
It's supposed to happen there.
yeah.
Right, bro.
But the thing about it is the whole idea, like white people around the world. I ain't just gonna say white people.
Oh, we're talking around the world,
Around
my
the
brother.
world, you know, white countries around the world have engaged in imperialism throughout the history of the world. And now you're seeing Russia, you know, pull a imperialist move on a neighboring country, a neighboring white European country. They don't understand. They some people it's hard for them to grasp that, but that's the next logical move if you are an imperialist country, because like America, their move in Afghanistan, they were there 20 years and accomplished nothing, you know, in 20 years. Did not change the government, did not gain access to this or that, destroyed
They
the
took
country.
over the airport
You
at
know what
the
I'm
end.
saying? And you know, 2 seconds after you leave, the country's overtaken by the people that you were so-called there to eliminate.
Yeah.
So if you can't do that against black and brown people, stuff like that is going to start happening. You know, white on white, European versus European, American versus Europe. It's
white
going to
on
start
white.
happening if, you know, imperialism, they would go to Africa and try and take over countries in Africa, in North Africa, and in the Middle East. You know what I'm saying? They would go into South America and Central America and you know, pose their little wars or military actions or whatever they want to call them. But you know, that shit ain't working how they want it to anymore. There's not enough resources to be taken in them countries, or you know, or they're losing some of them, like in, you know, Vietnam and some of these other places. They're not winning those wars anymore. So now, okay, Ukraine is developed. You know, they're like a Western. Let me go and get this. This might be easy. They right here. I got the threat of the nuclear war, nuclear weapon on my side. Ain't nobody gonna try us so let me go and get these jokers, you know, and that's how imperialism is going to expand. You know, this is a new world. You know what I'm saying? You didn't see this before. You didn't just say, okay, like, you know, this was world. That's why World War III happened. You know what I'm saying? the Germans did this stuff, and then we're going over to Poland, going
You said
to this
World War
other
II.
two,
Yeah.
1, 2.
You say 3 now.
I said 3.
We working on 3.
Well, but that's
I hope
how
not.
it will happen.
Yeah.
Well, that's how it will
That's what I
happen.
thought you were saying.
If it gets to that.
Look, because if the boy go for them nukes, man, which he got them nukes over there,
Yeah.
so it could start something, bro.
Yeah.
it could start something.
Yeah. And there were
We talked about how the effects already happened financially with getting stuff over here.
Yeah.
all the prices raising up. So
Yeah.
ready for no nuclear stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it's scary. It can be scary. I know. I lived in the '80s with the threat of nuclear war. That the Cold War was going on. It was scary. You see, what was the movie? The Day After and all these
Judgment Day,
all that stuff. V and all these other shows about. Oh my God, it was crazy. Even what was that show? Everybody, the movie. When the Russians came to the United States, what was that dang movie? God dang it,
E.T.
the Wolverine. They was Wolverine. What was that movie? God, I can't remember.
You got me on that one, but
Oh man,
Wolverine, like the
no, they were the Russians invaded America. It was like these high school students were the ones who were fighting back in this little rural town. And all of that. What was that movie called? God, Red Dawn.
I got a
You remember
question.
Red? You don't remember that movie? Red Dawn?
I remember the name of that movie. I don't know if I actually watched that movie.
But
you know what?
But that's what people
got a
fear.
question.
When stuff like that happens, it's almost like them subliminally telling you that this is where we're headed.
Yeah, it's
So
a
I mean, like
possibility.
anything's possible.
bro.
Yeah.
Over there, they wasn't letting people 16 to 60. Like, you come in here, grab this gun,
Yeah.
and get it going. Like,
If you were a man, if you were
You're
a
saying
man,
it- you're
you were a
saying
man
in
si-
Ukraine.
In
Yeah,
Ukraine, they were men, men who were
16
in
to
good
60,
health
yeah.
from the age 16 to 60 could not leave the country.
yeah.
You had to fight.
They had a story. Mom was just
So you mean to tell me
screaming for
that
it.
if you were past 60, you can't hold a gun?
Yeah, I'm saying of good health is what they're saying.
They might.
I mean, okay, well,
probably gonna take whatever
I'm-
they can.
I got cancer, but I still can squeeze.
Yeah. I'm
'Cause
sure
there's almost 1 million people that fled.
Yeah.
But they was trying to hold that age group right there for the males.
But they said, Afghanistan have set up at various points, and they're waiting. Like they're waiting for, the Russian army to show up.
Yeah.
So they not going out. They're fighting, man.
Yeah. You talking about Ukraine?
Ukraine. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm about
What
to
did I say?
Afghanistan.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah.
I thought Russia then was linking up.
They trying to
I'm glad y'all.
But Russia did invade Ukraine. I mean, Afghanistan in the late 70s, early 80s. They did.
Okay.
I mean, that's not an outlandish
Well,
thing.
no, because everybody want
And
that
they are-
oil.
and they've
Everybody
been in-
want that oil.
and
man.
they've been in Syria already, so it's
when it's over there, dog, it's free. They try to say it's free game. They're gonna plant their flag and get whatever they want.
Yeah,
they
yeah.
do it all the time, everywhere. You seen it? Come on.
Well, we will keep our eye on this, man, and let's change
Yeah.
directions, man.
yeah. But I mean,
Hopefully they don't call you guys to active duty.
Yeah.
I'll stay back with the wife
they
and
can
chilling.
call whoever they want to.
that new.
He call me if you want to.
That
I don't know what
nuclear
You
war-
16 to 60, man.
I'm gonna say I don't know what to tell you.
You ain't
I
going,
don't know
bro?
what to
You
tell
do
you.
have underlying health conditions, so
Are you going, bro? You want to go? We ain't going.
yeah, Bump's patriotic.
Yeah. Proud to be an American, cause at least I know I's free. Hey, listen. Speaking of America,
What it got?
speaking of Tampa, speaking of clowns of the day and all that good
Oh,
junk.
we on that. Okay, clown of the day.
Police Captain Curtis Reeves, man. This knucklehead who, in my opinion, murdered 43-year-old Chad Olson in that movie theater because the man was on his cell phone. Was
White
acquitted.
on white crime
was
again?
acquitted. They let this fool go, and
Got it.
what they're saying is, with his acquittal, that just further strengthened that stand your ground
Stand your ground
law right here in Florida. So, what do you guys think of that, man? Y'all
I already said it. White on white crime.
About the popcorn being thrown
But
in his
again,
face?
you know, it's another story. Like and it happens to be in Florida again.
Yeah.
You know, me and D, we kind of had a conversation off air about it. You know, it's like regardless of the way the verdict came out.
Yeah.
You know, we talking about white on white crime, right?
Yeah.
Nobody's upset. No side lost.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because this comes like during the anniversary of
It's 10 years
Trayvon
after
Martin, 10-year
10
anniversary
years
of his
murder.
death.
Yeah.
And we compared the two.
Yeah.
You know, here it was. Trayvon Martin was a kid, trying to
16.
defend himself. 17,
Yeah.
and lost his life. You know, he was murdered, and you had this idiot body security guard that
George.
in the name of standing your ground, he was able to walk away.
Yeah.
You know,
But
from the ground that he didn't own. Talk about that. They just take ground. How can he stand his ground and we can't stand our ground?
Exactly. That's that's what's interesting about it. The way I look at it is that they had to acquit this man, because if he would have went to jail, they would have convicted this man of that crime, then the stand your ground law would come into question.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, what about your boy at the stove? Because he went down that shot the other black guy.
Yeah.
So I don't know about that.
But listen, it would come into question because and the reason why you know that is because immediately after the guy was acquitted, the news headlines were what's his name, Curtis Reeves, Captain Curtis Reeves acquitted. Stand your ground law stands firm. You know what I'm saying? And that but we know the majority of those cases that get to court on stand your ground is a lot of times it's some white dude or a white person that killed somebody black.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That is true.
That it became a national headline when Trayvon Martin was killed, and again when other people, so when they start talking about it, like, this case is a stand your ground type case, they ain't just talking about Curtis Reeves killing Chad Olson. They talking about all those situations where, not just that one, but most of those cases you see it's been a white man killing somebody black. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I think both of you guys
they gotta make sure they stay solid on what they say.
But both of you guys made interesting points, and D, you bringing up that case in Clearwater was an excellent point.
Yeah,
but the whole idea of stand your ground, maybe and I forgot the guy's name. The guy in Clearwater, but if that was his whole argument, maybe he walks, But the whole idea of stand your ground, as in the Trayvon Martin case was called in the point.
Yeah,
in this case, it's called in the point.
Yeah,
and not so much in the case in Clearwater.
Yeah.
And that could have been the difference.
In the Trayvon Martin case, when they use stand your ground in that case, it was a farce because Trayvon Martin was the one who was stalked.
Yeah.
He was the one who was harassed.
Yeah,
he was the one who was followed.
Chased down.
Who was profiled.
I told James Trayvon was thumping this man.
Exactly. And then when Trayvon had to stand his ground, this guy murdered him. You know what I'm saying? So these two cases aren't the same. But what I'm saying is they tie them together.
Yeah.
They tie them together for a reason.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They tie them together So see, we'll put a white guy in jail for standing your ground too. But the white man was 79 years old.
Yeah.
The man 80, almost 80. He might be 80, but I don't know.
Yeah.
79 years old. They're not gonna. Okay, you maybe went to jail for a few days, or maybe he had to go through this trial or whatever he had to do. But they're not gonna put a former police captain, Tampa police captain who killed somebody in Tampa in prison for killing, another guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you can kill Trayvon Martin. Trayvon Martin can't defend himself when he's being stalked and harassed. But this white man can. That's the rate. That's the way race. You look at it in those terms. Stand your ground doesn't mean crap for us.
No.
You know what I'm saying? If that was a black dude shot this guy Chad Costa because he was a white guy
over popcorn
because
and text messages
and all that, had your phone on.
They put his phone away and he did.
That man would be. He probably. The trial wouldn't have lasted this long. It wouldn't have went this was 2014. This happened.
Yeah,
he'd have been locked up, probably on death row.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I told James it would probably be metal detectors every theater.
Every theater.
It would have changed the whole.
Yeah,
like James say, nobody cares because
exactly.
That's right.
Shut down the theaters before COVID.
Right.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And so, man,
no one loses.
Yeah.
Like white men can still bear arms. White men can still protect themselves under stand your ground.
Yeah. Exactly.
That law is still intact.
Yeah. They say in the same way that they always
Florida was the first nation in 2005 to adopt the law after the Trayvon situation, man. So 2005, and they say other states have where you're supposed to what's the word I'm looking for? Kind of self-defense before you use the actual. Yeah,
there are some steps that needs to be taken before you are able to fire your gun at somebody with deadly force.
Not in
use
Florida.
Deadly force, but no, Florida ain't none of that. But the thing about it is,
Ben Crump says it's a virtual get out of jail free card.
Yeah,
and essential license to kill.
Yeah, but I mean, the thing about it is, stand your ground. Those types of laws, I mean, it ain't have to be a law because they've been doing it anyways. White man kill black man. Okay, it's self. They can just say it.
Yeah,
I was just defending myself.
Yeah,
and you've seen it. Yeah. You've seen it. You've seen. I mean, you hear these. What's the project? What they call it? The something project when they're trying to get these guys out of prison. It's like all of these men and women who are being, who've been locked up for, against without real trials, who've been railroaded, and locked up for 20, 30 years. I don't know how many people have been put on death row or have even died on death row, with falsified information and wrong information, but they're still stacking the books against you. Stand your ground. You know what I'm saying? You don't have the right to defend yourself in this country if you black, and you dealing with somebody white. You don't. You can see all of that. They can run into your house with Breonna Taylor, can run into your house, shoot up the whole building, kill someone, and then try and lock up her boyfriend for being there. You know what I'm saying? For firing a gun, come on, dog.
You ran up in
my house. They locked this man up.
Yeah, man.
For firing his weapon at an intruder.
Yeah.
Not
just an intruder that done lit your house.
Who killed his girlfriend.
Yeah.
I remember we had that conversation, man, about that. Did he ever admit that he fired at the officers?
I don't remember.
And if he fired at the officers, how is he still alive?
Exactly.
That's just kind of weird, man.
I thought he got hit though, but it wasn't like a fatal shot.
Yeah, I can't remember.
I don't recall him getting hit. I just remember just being amazed that they say he shot at them.
Yeah,
and he survived. She's innocent, and she was hit multiple times.
Yeah. But it's crazy, man. It sounds like a hit to me, but it's crazy. It's crazy. So, you know, that's something to know. 727-686-0512 if you want to talk to the boys.
Call me, dog.
Call us. Hey, and again, we want to tell you, don't forget that happy hour hustle every third Thursday right here at Urban Drinkery. Hey, it's gonna be lit. The next one is March 17th from 6 to 9. Hey, free networking. We have a DJ, vendors with all sorts of food. Come out and have a good time with us. Yeah, and then this Saturday, March 5th, at Silver Lake Park, Silver Lake Boys, Man Cave Live, Four Horsemen DJs, Power Plug Radio. Hey, we gonna be there. Hey, and you guys are the whole nation is welcome to visit us down there and have a good time with us. So
yeah, we want 100,000 out there at the park.
Yeah,
right,
just said the whole nation.
The whole nation.
Not just
That's
St.
right.
Pete.
No, the
not
whole
Tampa,
nation.
Not Florida.
Everybody's welcome.
Not the United States. The whole world.
The whole world.
Everybody.
Putin. Putin, come on.
Pull
Putin.
up. We need to talk to you.
Yeah.
Chill out over
Slow
there in the
down,
lake.
slow down.
You gotta
slow
chill
the
out
road,
now.
partner. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
hey. So, what else is out there?
Man.
Get on your D. Get on your boy, man.
Gotta get on him, man. You
Get
know
on
I gotta
your
get
boy,
on
man.
him.
Talk to him.
I gotta get
he
on
live in
him.
your town, don't he?
Man, I thought y'all was homeboys. He told me that back in the
man.
day. Y'all played football like
I got a feeling. I know who you're talking about.
Football.
Yeah,
Nah, man, I'm talking about
Y'all-
talking about your governor.
y'all governor.
Yeah.
Dunedin High School. I think. Yeah, he Bunk played against him.
He probably did.
I think.
What position he played?
I think he called Bunk a name during the game. That's why Bunk got upset.
Yeah,
it was,
well,
it was
they was
all
winning, though.
melee.
That's why I choked him out.
They was winning, Bunt in case like, oh, it's okay to say.
That's why I choked him out. Choke slammed him in the game.
Whatever you want to. Shit. Well, hey,
So what we talking about?
he's calling these kids, man. Let me tell you. So he deserved the clown of the day. But,
Clown of the day.
Your boy Governor DeSantis went off. He was at USF. He was in Tampa, and a row of high school kids behind him had their mask on. So I'm gonna just read real quick. It's a couple sentences. This is what he said. This is your governor. After he sees a line of kids, it's a mix. It's a diverse bunch of kids back there. You don't have to wear those masks. I mean, please take them off. Honestly, it doesn't do anything, and we got to stop with this COVID theater. So if you want to wear it, fine, but that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So based off what you just said, it didn't make sense. He said, take it off. He was obviously annoyed with it.
Yeah.
But then on the back end, he said, if you want to wear it, fine.
Yeah.
Because he caught
Which you didn't mean that.
He
Which you didn't mean it.
He didn't mean none of it, bro.
Yeah.
I saw it. I saw the video, and it's just, man. Again, it's Florida.
Yeah.
You know, we got a clown in office, man, and he's playing politics.
Exactly.
You know, I mean, what happened? We're just talking about rights.
Mm-hmm.
So what happened to people having the rights to wear masks
Yeah.
for whatever reason they want? I mean, it doesn't have
Exactly.
to. It doesn't have to do with anything with COVID.
Yeah.
If you want to wear a mask, you should have the right. You know, and he's attacking kids.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was a joke. He's a joke.
It's a joke.
The
bro.
guy, you know, but the thing about it is, you know, we had Trump in office here, and you see this whole thing with Putin going on over in Russia.
Mm-hmm.
This type of leadership, this crazy these people who we put in office because Florida, you know, some of us people in Florida have to take blame for that because people voted for Ron DeSantis and put him in office, right? And we see this guy, you know, this man was live on TV with kids, a bunch of kids standing behind him. This was supposed to be a little perfect photo op for him.
Yeah,
and
man.
that's what annoyed him.
Yeah.
He didn't, you know, he's supposed to be this guy who's going to influence people to take off their masks and all of this stuff. You're the governor of Florida, but you got these kids who are probably 10 times smarter than you.
Yeah.
You know, because
Exactly.
they're there to protect not just themselves, but you too.
Yeah.
Who understands that fundamentally, and you take it upon yourself to attack them, and then and talk about COVID theater and all this stuff. What kind of a-hole? But that's not just. It's just not. That's you an asshole.
Yeah. It's politics because it's not his personal crusade. I don't think.
Yeah.
It's the special interest group.
Yeah.
It's the lobbyists. It's the people that donate to his campaign that says this is your agenda. He's controlled by outside groups, so he's got to push that agenda.
Yeah.
That's what they like about him. They think that he does it very well, and he does because he pissed a lot of people off because he's walking that walk that they want him to walk, like you was just describing.
Yeah.
But to just be in there going off on the kids, and it was like it's about seven jits back there. 3 of them immediately kind of felt so intimidated, bro. They took their mask off, bro.
Yeah.
It was a couple jits on the end that kept theirs on. And one black dude they interviewed later, and he kind of went in. He like, no. My family tells me this is what to do to protect me. He kind of spoke proud, I was proud of little G. What I'm saying? But for him to come in and to be so, he was disgusted. I was disgusted at the governor's behavior.
Yeah,
bro.
exactly.
Of course, I was disgusted, Bunk.
Exactly.
And before we go, I know we gonna go. I was gonna let him know he ain't had to be this way by the kids, Bunk.
Yeah.
All right?
No.
And I was telling James what I was gonna do. I got a top 3 things your governor could have been mad about instead of these kids with their mask on.
All right.
You ready?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Let me hear.
Okay. So, Secret Service is coming to introduce your governor. All right.
Yeah.
He like, hey, turn your cell phones off. Governor's coming out to speak. Here come your governor speaking. He's like, good afternoon. God damn it! Turn that cell phone off.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, Bunk. That's one.
That's
All right.
one.
That's a good one.
Here you go, Bunk. Another top one.
Yeah.
Hello, Governor DeSantis. It's not. One of y'all just pooped back. Man, y'all stink as hell right now, bro.
Oh, D, you on a roll, bro.
Yeah, my brother.
Okay, last one, Bunk.
That's right.
This might not be that funny because this is one off the top of my head. He got a text from his wife. God damn it. She's supposed to cook spaghetti and give me some head tonight. He could have been mad at some shit like that.
That's right.
Not the kids, man.
Yeah,
he
leave
the clown
kids
of the
alone.
day.
You need to be mad at his barber with that little half Hitler haircut he always wearing too, man. Come on, man.
Governor.
God
The
damn.
man said it was COVID theater.
COVID theater. The guys, it
His wife has cancer.
yeah.
She did. And
I think that's a hoax.
Yeah.
So how would he feel about that?
Yeah,
About
yeah.
me saying like,
Yeah, that's a hope. Yeah.
you know,
well, let me tell you what he did. So after this right here, I'm wondering what he's gonna do. He just came out and said that his wife is cancer free, bro, today. So I don't know. I don't play by that cancer because I know my
but you can play about COVID.
he can.
That's right.
Yeah.
But for him to come out and say his wife is cancer free, to get some over his head out there, that would be sickening right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you made a point. He's like, what if she done? You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? But
I believe she does, but the point is, like, you're saying that you disrespect people who have been impacted, including him. Everybody's been impacted by COVID.
Exactly. And
Whether
the-
you believe it or not.
Yeah.
Whether you believe it's a hoax or not, you have been impacted by it
Yeah.
in a negative way.
And like you said, the number of COVID deaths rivals that the deaths of cancer. Last year it rivaled it. So the guys are. Oh man, I wanted to say I want to cuss, man. Y'all won't let me cuss no
How
more,
many
man.
cancer?
The man is a dickhead,
How
man.
many cancer people who had cancer caught COVID? And it was a death sentence.
Exactly.
They died because
Weak
they had
immune
these
system.
underlying health conditions.
Exactly. And just to be that insane. And then to tell the kids, man, to tell children, that to get on their case for your punk ass politics is just the boy.
Yeah.
But he's
You don't
the
have to wear
epitome
those.
of a politician, man. He's completely controlled.
Yeah. But the thing,
he flipped the switch too. Like he's such a liar. Like he was so mad about that, and then he's like, I'm happy to be here at USF. Like, chill
Wow.
out. You
Yeah.
can't switch like
Yeah,
that.
shut your
Wow.
Get out of here.
boy. You know,
Somebody should have balled up a piece of paper and threw it at him.
slapped him right in his mouth.
Or better yet, took off a shoe and threw it at him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would have been a good one right there.
You old boy, look at here.
Yeah.
And then, he also got that, the thing of what's messed up about this guy, as far as his platform, as far as his he's been very successful with what he's been doing because
Walking that walk.
they got that "Don't Say Gay" bill that is already passed the House in Florida. The CRT bill passed. You know what I'm saying? This guy, he's winning. And changing the landscape of Florida in such a fundamental way where, you can't say gay in school. You can't teach black people that white people enslaved them in school. You know what I'm saying?
You better not protest because he's basically giving people the right to, if they're in the streets, you can run them over. You won't face any charges.
Exactly. You're ostracized if you wear a mask. You know what I'm saying? As a student at a school, it's damn ridiculous, man. And the people who voted for this guy, I think you should be ashamed of yourself. Yeah. I really do, because if you don't see the madness, in this, man, something is wrong with you. Something is fundamentally wrong with you. Where he can attack a child. Well, and a lot of his stuff is at children.
Yeah,
he's messing with children at schools. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? You can't teach our kids history, real history.
Right.
Our kids can't learn about what's real in the world. If somebody's gay in school, then why can't that kid, discuss that, or learn from his teacher about it? If my teacher might know something that can help, help me if I'm a student, to help me get through this and learn, and so I don't have to be depressed and worried and scared that this is the way I feel. You know what I'm saying? But we can't talk to the kids about it. We can't help these kids learn, what they need to learn. So now,
or even talk about it, man. Like
it's damn ridiculous,
these
man.
Type of things.
But go ahead.
These types of things. I mean, you're dealing with kids that might already have mental issues or suicidal thoughts, and then you don't give an outlet for them to talk about it, dog.
At all.
It's basically stamping them a mute. To think it goes away and it don't go away like that.
Yeah,
that's right.
That's what I'm saying.
And the thing about it, they think they're being smart by saying it's K through third grade or something like that. Listen, if there's a child, and believe it or not, there are children, many children who in kindergarten, who are in first, second, and third grade, who do understand that there's a way that I'm thinking I'm a little boy and I like another little boy in a way that I don't, that people are telling me is not right. But that's just, and you're telling this boy he can't try and learn about himself at school, a place of learning. The teacher can't say, well, Johnny, or whatever your name is, this is something that you probably need to discuss, with your parents. But the truth about it is there's nothing wrong with you.
Yeah.
It happens to other people. It's not it's not unnatural. And you can't do this for this kid. You just got to sweep it under the. You can tell a 8, 9-year-old kid, I can't really talk to you about this. You can go talk to your mama. We can't talk about this in school, or just sweep this kid under the rug,
Yeah.
It's wrong, And
what you're speaking to, Bunk, is, you mentioned, Donald Trump. We had 4 years of Donald Trump.
Exactly.
And, basically, if you're not a white, straight male, they're sending a clear message that, we don't care what you're talking about, what you own.
Yeah.
If you don't fall into that, you know, we don't care. We don't want to hear it.
Yeah, I want to hear it.
You know, and that's what's going on in this country.
Yeah.
You know, and it's going on in other, you know, parts of the world.
Yeah. Yep.
You know, but everything is under attack. Just like you said, you know, it's amazing how, you know, they talk, you know, they want to cancel culture. You don't want to, you know, you're worried about the effects that it's going to have on white children in school, knowing that, oh, well, you enslaved black people, but you didn't even mention the black children.
Yeah.
You had no sympathy. You have no sympathy for the black children that have to learn this.
Exactly.
That's how we know that it's hogwash.
You would rather,
because that should have been your starting point.
Exactly.
We can't teach black people that we thought that they were inferior.
Yeah.
We can't do that.
Yeah.
We can't create that kind of propaganda because that's going to lead to them being failures in their adult life. But again, it's just like you said, you made great points about this whole, you know, don't say gay.
Yeah.
It's something that we need to talk about.
Exactly.
Because, you know, when we were growing up in school, we didn't talk about, you know, gender preference.
Yeah.
But the world has changed.
Yeah.
And it needs to be talked about.
Yeah.
You know, you shouldn't have to be in the closet. You shouldn't have to struggle with something that maybe you don't even understand or be shameful in it.
Yeah.
Yep.
And they should be doing the opposite and, you know, educating these kids and providing some kind of help, man. But you were talking about the Stop Woke Act.
That's right.
Yeah.
So I was seeing under here that just got passed on Thursday.
Yeah, this
So that's
guy's
already
winning.
in motion.
He's winning.
He doing that. He walking that walk like they want it, and it's all
he's
that
winning. He's
to make
winning.
them-
They want silencers.
Exactly.
Because we gonna talk about it in the man cave. You ain't gotta learn it in the schools.
Exactly.
The people gonna talk about it.
That's right.
It's our responsibility anyway.
Exactly. You're never gonna silence us. We're gonna talk
It's our
about it.
responsibility. We have to be able to educate our kids regardless. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta tell, I'm gonna tell my kids exactly what they need to know anyways.
That's right.
Plus, the thing about it, you can try to deny kids, the education that they need, but it's just too easy right now for people to really understand the truth about. You have the internet, you have libraries, there's books and there's video, there's all kinds of stuff that they're gonna catch it. Wait a minute, you can be 5 years old. Say, hold on, what's this? They didn't teach us about this about slavery in school. I just saw on the internet that white people used to own us, Mom. Is that true? Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about
that
it.
They used to brutal. Yeah, it's crazy.
We're gonna talk about it, and even they can't. This generation, they out there.
Yeah,
they got a lot on their plate, but the information is out there too. It's just like you said with the whole George Floyd thing. Look how many white folk jumped in the street saying,
exactly.
"Hey man,
I
this
can't
ain't
breathe.
right.
Hell yeah.
Y'all gonna stop this."
Yeah.
Yep.
You know what I mean? People know better. You know what I mean? So yeah, we're gonna have a conversation in the household. We're gonna have a conversation in the community, right here in the man cave.
Yeah.
The message, we're gonna convey the message.
Exactly.
So you can push the pen. They can push the pen in Tallahassee all they want.
Exactly.
In Washington, all they want. You're not gonna silence the people.
Exactly.
And while we're talking about it, they're talking about how they've been pressured to push the minimum wage up because you got people all over the country saying, you know what, I ain't working for $10 an hour,
Exactly.
or $12 an hour,
doing it.
or $14 an hour.
I'm not doing it.
I mean, again, man, I don't know about you guys. I done been to McDonald's a couple of times.
Yeah.
I done been to Wendy's a couple of times where they've either been closed or short staffed.
Yeah,
because
yeah,
people
yeah,
are saying
yeah.
those are power moves.
Yeah,
You'll have
exactly.
people saying, "Oh well, people just don't want to work. Young people don't want to work."
No.
They're smart.
Yeah.
They're smarter than us. They don't just accept that. Okay, well, man, I gotta work for minimum wage. Nah,
Yeah.
you want me to flip hamburgers? Pay me 15.
Yeah.
And beyond that, they're trying to push it. Man, give me 16 or 17.
Yeah.
So I applaud. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
we winning, man.
Yeah, exactly.
They got a little hustle out there, man.
Yeah, you want me to work for them $7 and change and be hungry still.
That's
I'm gonna
right.
I'm gonna work 8 hours a day for you and still go home and can't eat.
Yeah.
Can't pay my rent. Can't pay my bills. That don't make no damn sense, man. And
Get on social media and make money, man. That's another thing.
anything. People, and that's what people are doing. That people are being
TikTok.
as creative as they can
Yeah.
to raise them dollars. You see how many food trucks and people selling food and
That's right.
fish and man on the side of the road, man. And they don't get. Man, people are doing it. People are trying to survive without having to be dependent on that bullshit wage, man. Because you can make more.
Yeah.
You can make more sitting in your front yard selling flips.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And what these people pay you, man.
That's right.
It's ridiculous, you know. So people are saying, I'm going into business for myself.
Yeah.
You know, and then that's when they start dropping them stimulus to try to get you dependent upon that money. So I gotta keep this W-2. I gotta be able to file my taxes. So I gotta keep some kind of little piece of job. But now people are learning that you ain't even gotta have a job. They been sending people they messed that up because they was sending stimulus to people who ain't had nothing. You know what I'm saying? They don't care.
Yeah, they
you
don't.
know. So and people gonna figure it out. And if you send it, we gonna take it. You know, now stimulus money probably helped a lot of people say, I don't need you no more. Thank
That's
you for
right.
that $3,000, that $4,000 help me start my business.
That's
Now,
right.
Yeah.
I don't have to do that shit no more.
Flip it, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna flip it.
It's our money anyway. They owe it to us anyway.
Exactly. So, you know,
Let me ask you a question. This is off topic, but speaking of flipping, would you prefer $100,000 right now after the show bump, or $2 million 2 years from now?
2 million, 2 years.
I'm taking the $2 million.
$2 million.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
2 million, 2
I
years.
heard some
from
people
now.
accept that 100,000 and say in 2 years they'll have more than 2 million. with that
If they have a strong game plan, maybe so.
Yeah.
Who's to knock? I ain't gonna knock.
Or
it.
you can put that $100,000 into a business and you fail.
And you
Exactly.
You
fail.
have
True that.
nothing.
I'm taking the two. I
I'ma take the
came
two.
this far.
And
Why I
double
can't
up on
wait?
that too when you get
Okay.
that.
But the thing about it is, if whoever they gonna give me, if I get a promissory note in my hand, that $2 million,
Yeah.
that's equity, that's money. So I can borrow on $2 million that's guaranteed to me in 2 years.
Yeah, but
You know, Bunk always got
Nah, listen, bro, I'm a borrow, and they do it all the time.
I know they do.
They do it all the time.
They
They
do.
borrow on money that they ain't got the
Oh,
potential.
yeah. And then they bankrupt and borrow more.
You know, that's what I'm saying. That's what Donald Trump do it all the time.
All the time.
That's why he He don't want nobody to know how much he makes. He
All the time.
He want to be able to tell the bank, so I got $2 billion when you ain't got it,
Yeah, he don't.
and borrow on
Bump.
$2 billion when you ain't got it. So
Look, Bunk. Trump ain't got to have nothing in the bank.
Exactly.
He's got other people's money.
exactly.
He's using other
done- he
people's
done built a
money
big
in
house.
his name.
Yeah. Do you
He
think?
he is a failed businessman.
Yeah.
He inherited his wealth.
Yeah.
He's not self-made.
Yeah.
He's been a part of over 100 lawsuits. He's filed for bankruptcy 6 times.
Yeah.
So, I mean, but it's the privilege of it.
Yeah.
He's privileged.
Oh, yeah.
Do you
You
think
know,
it's a possibility for any of these lawsuits and stuff that are going on, you know, in Southern District of New York, all this other stuff? The January 6th committee, all this stuff. Any of this stuff? Is there a chance of conviction of any type of crime for Donald Trump before it's all said and done?
Because
Will he
he-
ever?
I thought they was investigating.
be-
they took their family phones and shit about the
They're investigating a lot of stuff.
Because
but
he
gonna
was a president.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll happen.
You don't think it'll happen? Okay.
If he was still the celebrity apprentice,
Yeah.
They shouldn't just let him.
Possibly.
He can't run no more. Like, just put him
I
away.
think he's. There's been a lot of talk about him running
No,
in
they should
24,
not. No.
and he hasn't announced. I don't think he will.
He was just in Orlando, wasn't he?
But he hasn't formally announced that he's running in 20. I think he's kind of hinted.
Yeah.
And I think he's kind of toying with people when he does it. I think it's kind of more of a tease than anything.
Yeah.
But man,
the thing about it
dude
is,
got 1 foot in the grave, man.
Yeah,
y'all don't believe it.
Man.
yeah, he might.
Y'all don't believe it.
I gotta see it though, man. I gotta see it. I gotta see these, the Congress or whoever is, doing all these investigations at some point. Get him for something. They ain't got him for jaywalking.
Nothing.
Come on, they ain't got him for nothing. And until I see that,
Bro.
I believe
He
that
has people
I
in
believe
high
right
places.
now, if Donald Trump really decided that he's going to run for president in 2024, he would. I'm not saying he's going to win. He could win the president. He could, but he would definitely win the Republican nomination. I guarantee it. Who else could get it? There is no standout Republican
Somebody-
on the
your
other
boy
side
working
that's
on
more
it.
prominent
He
than
working
Donald
on
Trump.
it. Your boy working on it.
Who? DeSantis?
Your,
I just think the prospects of the Republican Party are pretty sad right now. If Trump is number one, and I agree
Yeah.
he is.
Yeah.
If they're not, they should have been grooming the guy since the election ended.
Yeah.
And it doesn't take long for a candidate to kind of come out of nowhere and win over the nation. But like the clock is ticking. Yeah. That party's in disarray. What are they waiting on?
Yep.
You gotta be thinking beyond Donald Trump.
Yeah. The like you said, D said that the most successful, high profile Republican candidate, if he decided to run, would be probably Ron DeSantis at this point. But Ron DeSantis says is Donald Trump.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? He's the same guy. It's the same person.
Or he tries to be.
So
what about Scott?
Rick Scott?
Would he be? I think that he'd be interested. In running.
Well, he'll probably be one of the Republican candidates, but I don't know.
You don't think he could?
I don't think he. If it was out of Rick Scott and DeSantis, to me, DeSantis has a greater success rate as far as recently he's
Rick Scott.
He ain't lost nothing. I mean, DeSantis is running I don't know, this man like what 5-0, 10-0, whatever it is, as far as stuff he's putting in. He is undefeated right now.
We need to make him a one-term governor. Is what we need.
Yeah,
is what we do.
They got the other lady coming. I forgot her name, but she's very pro a lot of stuff. Democratic. What's her name? She used to be the secretary of financial something.
Are you talking about Warren?
No, not Warren. She's old. It's a younger lady. I don't want to spend a lot of time.
Okay.
I find her.
Oh,
but yeah. So we need to make him. But I think he might run off and try to be the president.
Yeah, DeSantis.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a possibility. If Trump don't run, I think he will.
Oh, Charlie Crist gonna try to be the governor again too, ain't he?
Yeah. I think he's running it too.
I thought so, for real.
Charlie could do it though.
Yeah.
Know what I'm saying?
Charlie could pull it off, man.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of he's been in both parties.
Mm-hmm.
He knows a lot of people.
Yeah.
So a lot of people in high places.
And he'll say,
people that have influence.
I'm gonna block that LGBT, and boom, he gonna be in there.
Yeah.
He's gonna try to stop that shit. It.
That's right.
Yeah.
But that's a smart move.
It is, but
that's a smart move.
That's what he would counter to get into that race. I know he's gonna be trying to do.
Should we call Andrew Gillum?
No, we gonna hire him.
We can't talk about it. We can't call Gillum.
No.
Gillum, you messed us up, dog.
He was out there getting on DeSantis about what he said.
What's he doing now?
Yeah.
He was working for CNN, and then that kind of disappeared. I'm not sure. He should just be chilling. He got a successful wife. They balling out up there.
So they were able to work that thing out.
What I know, they still together.
Wow. Well, man, good for him, man.
Yeah.
Good for
He
him if
did.
he worked it out. But you know,
Okay.
I don't know.
We might just be finding out, cuz she might be like,
Uh,
guys, it's old news. Tell me something new.
I'm the one that turned him out.
But what was it? Butt nigga passed out in the middle.
man,
Oh,
know?
I don't know.
Hey,
Well, more power to her.
yeah, we support.
But Gilliam, you messed us up, dog.
He said us
You
back a little
messed
bit.
us
He
up, set us back, bro, in Florida. Real bad. Real bad.
Yeah, but people deserve second chances, so we're gonna let him try
Yeah.
to work his way back and try to do his thing,
that.
man.
True that. True
All
that.
right. Well,
So,
I ain't holding it against him.
yeah.
You know, I mean, he's kind of behind the scenes now. I haven't heard much from him. You know.
yeah. So, I mean, DeSantis is our clown of the day.
hit him with a want, Jan.
Wah, wah.
He could probably. He's a clown of the day. Every
But
day.
yeah, exactly. You know,
I'm sure you know we'll be revisiting this.
next week probably.
Exactly. He'll do something else. He'll say something
Yeah,
else.
Yeah. Pass something that you like, Jesus. But you can't, you know, it's not just him, but it's people, you know, people who voted him in, and then these other congressmen who are voting in these some of these bills are vicious, man. Vicious. You know, boy, we got
Yeah.
like you said,
James
James said, "Man cave gonna talk about this
gonna
shit."
talk
We
about
gonna
it.
talk about it.
Is Florida, you know, we was talking about how you got all of these people from New York and all these people on, you know, up north moving down here. You know, like, is Florida, you know, and there's a lot of black and brown people in Florida. I mean, man, is it changing fast enough for us, you know, to, you know, at least become a Democrat run state?
I don't know. I don't think so.
You know,
I think
are we at least headed in that direction?
I think I believe that we're moving further to the right.
Bro, they trying to.
A guy like DeSantis gets into office and is able to pass all of this stuff.
Yeah.
Is getting support from. I'm telling you, man. Hey, I think that
No, Florida will always.
if DeSantis
close,
runs again, he's going to win runs for governor. He's going to win the governorship again.
But if he signs this, don't say gay.
That's
He's going to win.
Oh, he already ready.
But
gonna
look at
win.
what you're going against, Bunk.
Yeah.
You know, like you can't.
Charlie Chris got a chance.
You have a lot
Charlie Chris
of.
ain't got a snowball
You-
chance in Hades.
I wouldn't say that.
I do. I would.
I wouldn't say that.
Charlie Chris, listen.
Or the other lady. It depends who get in.
And the other lady. See, that's
Charlie-
the other lady ain't got a snowball
Charlie
chance.
Chris
You got to
kinda-
call her the other lady.
Charlie-
She ain't got no snowball
Yeah, Charlie
chance.
Chris kind of remind you of Joe Biden. Yeah, he's weak,
Yeah.
but he does. I wouldn't just totally count him out, man.
Listen,
Look
he'll
at-
total. But see, the thing about it, I ain't saying that Charlie Chris couldn't win the Democratic nomination to run against a guy like DeSantis in Florida. People, listen. People, you need to pay it. Florida is messed up.
Of course.
Florida is a Republican
Nikki.
state.
Yes.
This is a Republican state, a Trumpist state.
Georgia was too.
And yeah, but it was, but Florida
Georgia
still
had
is.
to be. Georgia had to be worse than Florida at one point.
Yeah, of course.
At one point.
Probably, but Florida still is. We did it. We had Andrew Gillum run before the scandal. Andrew Gillum won and lost against a guy who talks who was attached to neo-Nazi. I mean, to the Klan and people like this guy was attached to these.
Florida wasn't
groups
ready,
before
bro.
he-
They don't want no.
You know what I'm saying?
It wasn't-
Gillum
as far as
killed him.
we knew,
He-
Gillum was a great
He destroyed him in every debate.
in every debate, and lost to this guy.
So how come we didn't rush the Capitol then?
Well, yeah, of course he was.
Because
Right.
the election, you implying that the election was obviously stolen. How come we didn't rush the Capitol, dog? How come
I ain't
how come we ain't
I'm
going
not-
to Tallahassee?
I'm not
We coulda
implying
crashed.
that it was stolen. I'm implying
coulda-
People who you think voting for
I'm
voted
saying
for.
it was stolen.
I don't know if it was stolen or not, but I know people who will tell you they voting for Gillum. People who gonna tell you they voting for Charlie Crist gonna vote for DeSantis. I guarantee it.
Yeah,
I understand that
when
too.
you got that sheet in front of you, it's one on one.
I understand that too. But that was the same thing with Trump. Now,
exactly.
I mean, it was a lot of people, quiet about who they was voting for, and they was voting for Trump all alone.
It was a lot of Republicans that was sick of his shit.
It's a lot of knuckleheaded Negroes voted for Trump. It's a lot of knuckleheaded Negroes who voted for DeSantis. Some knuckleheads voted for Kanye. That's what I'm saying. That's just how. This is what happened.
If Trump was unseated, then certainly DeSantis could be unseated, and I'm gonna leave it at that.
Know what I'm saying? Look, they love Charlie. I'm looking at this stuff,
but Florida didn't help that cause. Florida they
won't let me.
Florida didn't.
I'm sorry,
but he won.
But Florida didn't help that cause.
But Trump lost states that he was expected to win.
Yeah, but it wasn't freaking Florida. He won Florida. Go ahead.
He was supposed to win Georgia and Arizona too.
Yeah.
So you saying it was real?
Shit.
Trump was right.
I was in Washington on January 6th.
There you go. You were. I saw you.
Yep, I had my.
You had them horns on.
I had my Confederate flag.
Singing, I'm proud to be an American, cause at least I know I's free.
Woo! In the cave, man. What we got? We got about
y'all boys tripping, man.
A little under 15 minutes, man. So we got to let them know.
Y'all ain't say nothing about no sports or nothing, man. I mean, football. I mean, I know the season ended, man.
I'm saying, man, I kind of, I was kind of like, I ain't really want to talk about. Because I'm a little upset about my dog Alan Marpet, man. That messed me up.
The guard from
why did he retire?
28 years old.
Why? Because
28, man.
Football is a very violent sport.
Especially at that line, bro.
He's 28. He probably feels 58.
Yeah. Probably.
There's no telling how many concussions he suffered. Suffered. A lot of when anytime you see young players that kind of like just abruptly retire,
I gotta get out.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Let me get out while I still have my health.
Yeah. A lot of, we all three of us played football. Not at that. Just how violent. Just thinking about how violent it was in middle school, high school, and college football. Mm-hmm. Now you talking about the best of the best, the elite. How violent that game is at that level. You talking about, oh my God. So well,
let me ask you this.
I hate it because the guys, believe it or not, I think he was on the verge of becoming not just a Pro Bowler. He's a Pro Bowler, but I'm talking about an All Pro in every aspect.
He top 3 in his position.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you was talking about injuries, and you kind of like talked about us and how we played ball. Like, do you guys have any old lingering?
No, I do.
Injuries, any aches or pain? Or,
yep, I do. My shoulders, both of my shoulders. My
shoulders and my left knee.
Yep. I don't have knee issues really.
Banged up every now and then.
Because you ain't really play that much. You was like a reserve and stuff. You was kind of like on the bench most of the time. So you didn't see too much action.
Well, we always talk about football and how
you was a punter, right?
How we won some state championships.
You was a punter?
We know about some football up in there in Tallahassee. Okay, so back to your question. Yeah, man, wake up if it's raining sometime, a little shoulder ache. I got a scar on my leg right now from football that I always remember, and I had the tape around it, and I watched film coming up with the big cowboy collar and my leg wrap. I'm always remember that. I got that scar on my leg now, but we gonna always feel it, bro.
Yeah. I got my shoulders are tore up from the floor up, man. But I deal with it every day. I've been actually seeing a physical therapist, for my shoulder because it's been acting up. I don't know if it was the winter weather or what, but it's been really, really acting up. So
I ain't that banged up as y'all because I was delivering most of that, So y'all probably getting banged up out there. That's what's wrong with y'all.
We just played a little bit harder than you
That's
did.
right.
Oh,
It's a little bit harder.
a little harder.
A little
We
harder.
need to play a little harder to get to that state championship.
Yeah.
That's right. So back.
No
leave
sports.
this fallacy alone that DeMarcus
Oh
talking
yeah.
on.
See when
But
D,
anyway,
see when D talking it, they don't
Yeah.
like to hear it,
it
y'all.
ain't real, man.
Hey man, we never covered the
all
Winter
real.
Olympics, man. What's going on with the Winter Olympics? But no,
We ain't- So the Bucks, yeah, they got the work cut out for the off season, man.
Yeah.
The biggest thing is QB.
QB.
That's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
And I mean, I think you definitely got to go cornerback in the first round. There's some good corners that I think can immediately make an impact.
Yeah.
But, with the quarterback, go free agency.
Yeah.
There's some guys out there.
They're gonna play the boy from Florida. That's who they're gonna play. That what coach say.
I just don't see it.
Well, he can say it, but he better
Now,
not.
if somebody like Russell Wilson, Aaron Rodgers land, of course he can take it.
Yeah, I would be surprised if Rodgers left. Russell Wilson is now talking about he want to stay. Stay in Seattle.
What about Jameis Winston, man?
Jameis Winston
Jameis ain't coming back,
Jameis
man. Y'all
Winston,
don't want my
it
dog.
better not come back.
I hope he go to Pittsburgh like somebody.
I think
said.
it would be a disaster.
It wouldn't make sense. It wouldn't make.
Hold on,
Yeah,
wait.
but it wouldn't
Why
make.
would it be a disaster?
Yeah, it would be a disaster.
It would be.
I'm
Because
talking
of,
about not
because-
just, I ain't even talking about just with his gameplay.
because of the reasons
That man
that
He
they.
left. Yeah.
The reasons that they gave up on him. I
Yeah.
don't think it would be,
man was
a
playing-
good idea to bring him back.
Oh,
Because if they brought him back, he'd be on the short stream.
Yeah,
I think.
yeah.
But I mean,
But how much? I mean, the thing about it is, there's not much tape on him to say, oh, he's a better quarterback now since he left the Bucs. It ain't like he went to New Orleans and threw for 30 touchdowns and
Come on,
15
Bump,
interceptions.
Bump.
He didn't have the opportunity. He didn't
was
play
he
that
playing
much.
better? Was he playing better
What is that? I mean,
before he got injured? He was playing better, and the Saints were playing good ball. So
listen.
you got to give him something, but it's okay.
but like
What is
Bonk
it?
say, is it enough to go
Is
on
it
to
enough
say,
to
hey,
say
well, let's bring him
that
back? I
Jameis
don't
Winston
think so.
is
You gotta
Because
see-
not the same guy?
He wasn't tearing up the league.
Yeah,
He's deaking and dunking.
yeah,
He's not trying to hit the home run all the time.
Yeah.
It just, I don't know. I just don't, see it as a good move.
yeah,
You bring him back, and then as soon as he has that game,
yeah.
it's like,
Oh damn!
why did we bring him back?
Exactly.
Oh, no, he should.
I just think,
Yep.
don't come back to the Bucks. No,
no.
No, he can't come back here.
but you had like he can't go nowhere, Bump.
no, I
No,
didn't
I
say
don't
that.
think-
No,
you
I
said
didn't.
it'd be
No.
a disaster
For us
For
to
the
have
Bucks.
for the
For the
Bucks.
I agree there.
I'm not. No,
I said Pittsburgh.
I'm
I
not
thought
even
you
saying.
said-
I mean, I think a team like he might be pretty good in Pittsburgh. You know what I'm saying? I think he's going to have to go to a team that has a pretty good O line rather, and who can protect him and give him some time to make better decisions. But he's got the ability. Athletically, he has all the ability. It's just we got to see. I got to see more tape. I got to see more
I got to
tape.
see how he come back from that injury, man.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
still can sling it.
You think do we have a chance at Russell? Do you? Because I like I said, I heard he's saying he want to stay in Seattle. He's said that in the news somewhere. But do we have a chance at a guy like Russell?
I think he's saying he wants to stay in Seattle because it sounds good.
Yeah.
It sounds good to the organization and the city.
Yeah,
But yeah, you can get him out of there.
yeah. I
Even
think we can-
even the kid at Arizona, D's boy, he's
Kyler Murray.
he's upset
yeah,
Man,
at the organization.
yeah.
they be expecting that.
I don't
dream.
think Arizona is gonna. I don't think that they would allow him to go anywhere.
Yeah,
But he's upset.
yeah.
Hell, what about Deshaun Watson?
Deshaun Watson. Yep. That's who.
But he upset though because people think in that third year they have a 4th year and they expecting that big check right then instead of let's see what happened. Or I don't know if they're trying to franchise him after his 4-year contract.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's mad about. I got to figure out. But let me tell you one thing, though. My boy had played 7 games, 14 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, man. That's a big difference from him throwing 30 and 30. You know what I mean? Like,
it is. I mean, what was the record in those 7 games?
Oh, well, they
That's what I'm saying. I don't know.
Listen.
They were winning.
It matters.
Listen,
It does matter. But they were not.
did New Orleans? I mean, what is what's New Orleans playing with him? That's who he plays.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, is he gonna? Are they gonna?
Why is that even? Yeah. Why?
Is he gonna? He should be New Orleans starting quarterback.
Exactly.
No, he signed. No, don't do that.
Why not?
He signed 1-year deal and he just hurt his knee, bro.
Well, why wouldn't? What I'm saying is, how come New Orleans, with those numbers, how come they just won't just re-sign him?
They might. They might.
I mean, they should. If he's healthy,
'Cause they don't got nothing else.
he threw 14 touchdowns to 3 interceptions in 7 games. Yeah, they're supposed to hire him back. It shouldn't be a discussion of Jameis Winston possibly coming back to the Bucs. Why? How is that even a discussion?
I don't even know where that came from.
Yeah, how's that even a discussion?
That's
you
not-
know what I'm saying.
That's a discussion in Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
No,
it's
he's not
a
coming
goofy
back.
one.
Heck no.
Yeah.
Because I mean, there's no scenario.
The reason this is a discussion because you had people that felt some type of way that, oh well, look at they got rid of Jameis and brought Brady in, and then they got Brady help. How come they didn't do that for Jameis? Some people look at it like that.
Yeah.
I mean, they did stack it up for Brady.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you know.
There's I wouldn't say that they stacked it up.
I mean, we got a few pieces on
They got
offense.
they got players past their prime.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like Antonio Bryant.
People
Nobody's
can
going to
play.
say that Antonio Bryant is one of the best receivers in football. Nobody's going to say that. When you think
Yeah.
top receivers in the league, you don't think Antonio Brown.
But you already got Mike Evans. He played his role when he had his head on, right?
Yeah.
So they did add pieces for Brady.
He was a role guy.
But when Jameis,
a hell of a role.
Now when Jameis was here, we still
What
we had
significant play?
we still had Godwin. We had Godwin and Evans, and Godwin had both of them guys had decent years.
They had remarkable numbers.
and Perriman.
Listen,
Bro,
And Perriman, but
Listen.
and Perriman, but. I mean, I'm saying you saying they stacked it for Brady, but he had Perriman, Godwin, and
You want Antonio Brown or
Evans.
Perriman, Bunk? Brown or Perriman?
Listen,
Who you want, Bunk? Brown or Perriman?
Perriman had a great,
there you
probably
go.
one of his best years of his
That ain't
career
what I asked.
with
That ain't what I
Jameis
asked.
Winston.
That ain't what I
that's
asked.
not why the Bucks won the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
They didn't say that.
They didn't
either.
need Brown to win
Yeah,
the Super Bowl.
exactly.
They didn't need him to win the Super Bowl.
They got Tom Brady.
But the thing about it, we talking about Jameis Winston. You're going to own those interceptions.
No doubt.
It wasn't, most of the time, it wasn't the receiver's fault. He was forcing passes.
Yep.
It's like,
50.
who are you throwing this ball to?
50-50.
You led the league in interceptions returned for touchdowns, and fumbles.
Yeah.
Every year he was in the NFL, he was either first or second in interceptions and fumbles among quarterbacks. A lot of people forget that.
That line
With
got
the
better.
fumbles.
He had a sorry
now,
line.
Now
bro.
it's the
Sorry
offensive line.
Hey man, we got less than a minute, man. But
I can't comment on none.
hey, we gotta
It's that
reiterate.
Tallahassee.
We gotta
bias. It's all
reiterate.
good.
Hey man, y'all make sure y'all come to that happy hour hustle every third Thursday, and y'all meet us at Silver Lake Park on March 5th this weekend.
We gonna see you on Saturday.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
yeah.
we gonna party.
Yeah, man. Good show, fellas. We back next Thursday. Check us out in the Man Cave, man. We'll see y'all.
All
Peace.
right, peace.
You're listening to Power Plug Radio. Home of your throwback jams.